The dog trotted proudly along the narrow path that wound beside the river, his tail high, his jaws clamped around the prize he had just taken from his master's kitchen. It was a large bone, thick with meat, heavy enough to swing with each step, and every bite he imagined made his mouth water. He could already see himself stretched out in the shade of a tree, gnawing until the marrow gave up its sweetness. The smell of it filled his nose, and he strutted as if the whole world should envy him. His eyes gleamed with triumph, for in his mind, no other dog in the village had ever carried such a treasure. The sun glowed hot overhead, shimmering on the river's surface, and the dog's paws drummed against the wooden planks of a small bridge. Below, the water flowed clear and dark, moving slowly under the shade of leaning willows. As he crossed, he glanced down, and there he froze. Staring back from the water was another dog, its eyes sharp, its teeth bared, its jaws carrying a bone even larger than his own. The rippling water made it shimmer as though glowing, the meat appearing thicker, the marrow richer, the prize far grander than the one clamped in his mouth. A low growl rose in the dog's throat. His heart pounded, not with fear but with greedy longing. Another dog, he thought, and his bone is greater than mine. If I could seize it, I would have two bones, both richer and larger than this one. Why should he have more while I carry less? His eyes blazed, his imagination swelling with visions of double feasts, of chewing until the night fell, of lording his bounty over every other beast. The dog leaned closer over the railing, his bone dangling from his jaws, his gaze locked on the rival in the water. The reflection dog stared back with equal ferocity, its eyes mirroring his hunger, its posture daring him. The real dog's chest swelled with pride. He was strong, he was quick, he was clever enough to take what he wanted. All it would take was one snap, one bark, one fierce leap to frighten the other into dropping his bone. His jaws parted. He meant to bark, to snarl, to shout, "Mine!" But the moment he opened his mouth, his own bone slipped free. It tumbled down through the air, heavy and shining, and with a soft splash, it vanished beneath the rippling water. At the same instant, the reflection bone disappeared too, swallowed by the current. The dog blinked, stunned, his teeth snapping on empty air. He pawed at the wooden planks, scrambled to the side of the bridge, and peered down into the river. The water flowed on, smooth and calm, giving no sign of either bone. Both were gone. Panic seized him. With a desperate whine, he leapt from the bridge into the water. The cold struck him, numbing, but he thrashed and splashed, diving his head beneath the surface. His paws scraped against pebbles, his nose pressed into the mud, his teeth clamped on nothing but weeds. He swam frantically up and down, chasing shadows, searching for a glint of bone, but the river gave back nothing. Exhausted, drenched, his body trembling, he dragged himself back onto the bank. His belly was empty, his jaws bare, his treasure lost forever. He stood there in the silence of the riverbank, the willows whispering overhead, and for the first time his pride deflated. He thought of how grand he had felt carrying his bone, how proud he had been of his prize, and how quickly it had slipped away because he wanted more. He had been fooled not by another dog, but by his own greed. His hunger had tricked his eyes, his pride had tricked his heart, and in chasing an illusion, he had lost what was real. He slumped onto the grass, staring at his reflection in the water. This time, there was no rival dog, no larger bone, only himself, wet, weary, and empty-mouthed. His ears drooped as he realized how foolish he had been. If I had only been content with what I carried, he thought bitterly, I would now be feasting. Instead, I sit with nothing but regret. The river flowed on, heedless of his sorrow, carrying away the bone and his dreams with it. He turned his back to it at last and trudged slowly home, his paws heavy on the path, his pride broken. The shade of the trees no longer promised rest, and the fields no longer seemed his kingdom. He was only a dog who had lost everything by reaching for more than he could hold. And so his story was told again and again, whispered by masters to their children, shared among travelers at the roadside, passed down through villages as a warning. For the lesson was sharper than hunger. That greed, unchecked, will strip you of the very blessings you already possess. Those who clutch too tightly at shadows will find their hands empty, while those who cherish what they have will never go without. And the dog, though nameless in the telling, lived forever in memory as the one who lost his feast by chasing a phantom, teaching all who heard of him that sometimes the greatest treasure is not in seeking more, but in guarding well what is already yours.